Welcome back. I'm Felix, and I am reacting to Sinners. I got a chance to go watch Sinners, and it was good. It was a good movie. There was probably the slowest point was the beginning, but once the action started, once the club scene started, everything started moving along. But the beginning, I think, for me was slow because they were introducing everyone. I think they could have sped that up a little. But yeah, it was a little slow getting thing because I think what he was trying to do in the beginning was kind of throw a background story in there so you know what's going on, who's who, why are they the way they are. And he's kind of quickly trying to throw that in there, and I mean it did work. It's just that was probably the slowest part. And there was the one scene where Smoke and Stack are standing there passing cigarette back and forth, which was actually unnecessary. It didn't serve a purpose. It was just, I guess, because Smoke liked to smoke, so maybe that was trying to show that he liked to smoke. I don't know, but yeah, the scene just wasn't necessary. But other than that, it was a good movie. There was some humor in there. The music was good. Some people were trying to say it was a musical. This is not a musical. It just had good music. Maybe you're not used to good music in a movie. And also, I saw a thing where people were hating on the Asian lady. Now, I'm going to start off by saying, majority of the characters, I don't remember their names. But I remember I saw some TikToks, people hating on the Asian lady for what she did. I get why she did it. She knew those vampires had to die. Because if they didn't die, they were going to go get her daughter, and she didn't want that. So, she did what she had to do. And because at that point, when she did what she did, I'm trying not to ruin it. So spoilers, I guess I should say spoilers. Hopefully I remember to put a little spoiler alert up ahead of time. But yeah, she did what she had to do to protect her daughter. And I know some people don't agree with it, but she also in the scene she points out you don't have kids. And as a father, if I knew that these people were going to go after my kids, I'm going to do everything I have to protect my kids. And also, at that point, nobody was really doing anything. They were just kind of standing around. And it was just like, what's going on? What's the plan? And that's what she's like, what's the plan? What's going on? So she starts making a plan. She's getting ready for him. No one else is doing anything. But there was a scene that a lot of people were talking about where he asked the Irish vampire if they were Klan. He's like, oh no, like, we're not that kind of white. And then something that someone else pointed out, again, spoiler, the head vampire, the Irish vampire, is actually after Sammy, the guitar player. He can like take Sammy's memories, and if he makes Sammy part of his clan, he can take his memories and his music and all that stuff. So he wants Sammy. And someone pointed out that the vampires represent culture vultures. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. I don't know if that's the real thing behind it. I've never seen any interviews with Ryan Coogler about it. But that makes so much sense about them being culture vultures. And there was a thing where the vampires that were brought over at the beginning were part of the clan. And it turns out the guy, like this nephew of the guy who sold the brothers club, was the sawmill they turned into a club. And it turns out it was all a ploy. They were going to the clan was going to come back later and kill them and take the sawmill back. So with that in mind, at the end, it circles back around to the clan showing up. And me and my wife were both kind of like, probably could have left the whole clan thing out, actually, and it would have been just fine. But I kind of get why they wanted to show how things went, how things ended for the brothers. But yeah, it's a good movie. I definitely recommend going to see it. Again, hopefully I'll put a spoiler up at the beginning. I'll put it as part of the opening thing. But yeah, the movie was definitely good. Definitely recommend going and see it. What was funny though, me and my wife went to see it, and we were the only two black people in there. Everyone else was white. Well, I actually take that back. I think there might have been some mixed people in there, like younger mixed kids, but overall, we were the only two black people in there. And anyone wondering, I'm actually not mixed. This is a throwback that gene. I popped out and like, oh, look at me. And no, my mom didn't run around. None of that stuff. Because I get my freckles from my mom. So, yeah, it was just interesting being the only two in there. My wife said she felt a little uncomfortable. I was like, why? It's like, screw them. Let's just watch the movie. But I think it kind of flashed back to like high school and school in general. I remember being the only black student in the class. But definitely good movie. Obviously, the people who complain about the movie are just straight up racist. There are some honest critiques out there. And unfortunately, those honest critiques are overshadowed by the racist critiques. It's like, there's this one guy who was complaining about Latino representation. It's like, there's plenty of Latino movies, and anymore it's next to impossible to get a all black cast movie made, and so getting this movie made was just nice. It got out there and it was a nice movie. And what was the other thing people talking about? No, it wasn't Native Americans complaining. Actually, I've seen some people who are Native Americans. Like in the same time about the Native Americans were like, yeah, peace out. You're on your own. I was like, yeah, that was the smartest scene in there. Like, they were just like, well, we're gone. But yeah, it's just like, no one else really complains except for like racist people and racist Latinos. But I do like the fact that the non-racist Latinos came out against the racist Latinos, talking about shut up. Like, it was a good movie. It was a movie we all can enjoy. And it really is a good movie. It's a movie. There were some humorous scenes in there. I don't think a lot of people got, because I would laugh. And no one else was laughing. It was like, this is going over some of y'all's head. There were some pretty interesting scenes. But yeah. So overall, I definitely recommend going to see Sinners if you get a chance. I will say one thing about the style of the movie. It was dark, not like dark in tone, but dark in lighting. Like, the lighting was dark. There was like some things I couldn't see. It's like, why is this so dark? And it might have been, we ended up sitting off to kind of the side. The screen we saw it on was a smaller screen than normally what we see stuff on. I don't know why it was smaller, but it was just like, why is it on this screen? And everything looked dark to me on the screen, and like, maybe it was my eyes, I don't know, but that would be my really major complaint, is like how dark everything was. Maybe when it comes on TV, it won't be as dark, I don't know. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely go see it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone take care. Later.